Hello everyone, welcome to Miami Cooking. I'm Azita, and happy Thanksgiving. Today I have the perfect bread for your Thanksgiving feast. It's a jalapeno cheddar cornbread. It's fluffy, it's cheesy, and it's got a hint of sweetness. Let's get started.
For this recipe, you'll need the following ingredients. Don't forget to get a screenshot. First, we'll begin by sifting 1 cup of flour. I sifted mine 2 times in order to give my cornbread a fluffy, soft texture. Before we get to the next step, make sure your eggs and buttermilk are at room temperature in order to give your cornbread a soft, cake-like consistency. Now that we're ready, we're going to add our sifted flour into a mixing bowl, 1 cup of yellow cornmeal, half a cup of granulated sugar and half a cup of light brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and half a teaspoon of kosher salt. And we're going to stir this a couple of times to incorporate all the ingredients. Now onto our wet ingredients. We're going to add these to another bowl, starting with 1 cup of buttermilk, 3 tablespoons of cream of corn, 1/4 cup of melted butter, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and half a teaspoon of almond extract, 4 tablespoons of jalapeno brine, and 1/4 cup of avocado oil. You can also use canola oil. Using oil is the secret to that melt-in-your-mouth softness. And lastly, 2 eggs. We're going to give this a light stir. And now we're going to combine our wet and dry ingredients. Be sure not to overmix. Instead, I recommend turning your bowl angled sideways and rotating it slowly to combine the ingredients softly in a folding motion. Once the mixture looks nicely combined, we're going to add 1 cup of sharp cheddar cheese and about 5 jalapenos. And we're just going to stir this a couple of times to make sure every bite gets some cheese and some jalapeno flavor in it. Before adding this to our cupcake pan, I'm going to make sure to butter each and every single spot to make sure nothing sticks. To make handling the batter easier, I'm going to use an ice cream scooper to fill each spot a little over halfway in order to allow some room for these to grow and rise. Now for the pop of flavor, the topping. We're going to use about 3/4 of a cup of cheddar to sprinkle on our cornbreads, and we're going to add 1 jalapeno on top of each to garnish. Before placing these in the oven, I recommend you place an aluminum foil layer on top to make sure the top of our cornbread does not burn. And you can remove the foil 10 minutes into the baking process. Your total bake time should be around 25 minutes at 350 degrees. However, times can vary depending on your oven and muffin pan. I recommend checking on them every couple of minutes after 18 minutes have gone by. Now take a look at these. They look delicious. Alright, it's time to slice this and check out what it looks like inside. Oof, the cheese is still all nice and soft. And here's that fluffy cake-like consistency, thanks to a few tips and tricks. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to follow me on TikTok and Instagram, and also be sure to check out my Thanksgiving playlist. Don't forget to subscribe.